Hi guys, Miss Cooke here again. I'm hanging out at the Oak Hill Park in the city of Olean, and I'm going to show you how to use your GPSs, how to make a waypoint, and how to find a waypoint. So can't wait to help. Alright, so as I mentioned last time, my GPSs didn't work because I was inside, and we need to get satellite signals from way up there to talk to our GPS. So now I'm walking around the city of Olean kind of like a fool, all just so you can learn how to use a GPS. Now, GPSs only work when you are moving. If you're not moving, the satellites don't know what direction you're heading because you're just a teeny tiny point on a really big planet. So I'm going to turn this camera around so you can look at the GPS, see what I'm doing, and get a better understanding. So this is the worksheet that we're going to be using for most of the lab while we're outside. It is a nice map of the school, cafeteria, school grounds, healing gardens, all that kind of nice stuff. If you notice, there's places for you to put different waypoint numbers and your latitude and your longitude. A reminder from the last video, a waypoint is anything that you stored in your GPS, a specific location for it to find that you decide. So we're going to start by taking our GPSs. We're going to use this power button on the side, hold it down, and turn it on. Now that I'm outside, theoretically, it should be able to find some satellites for me. While I'm getting this done, it's important to note that you put your group number up at the top and the names of everyone in your group. You'll know your group number because I'll tell it to you. Ooh. So we can see that I'm starting to acquire some satellites. It's going to try and find at least 5 before it lets me do anything. But as long as I got 4 or so, it's good. So I'm going to force it onto the next screen by hitting my little X page button on the side. So a reminder that X button kind of advances me. I have a map screen showing. Make it a little brighter so you can see a little better. So I have my map showing where I am, where I'm located. I hit that again. This is my compass page. It will only tell me where I'm going and where I'm heading if I'm actually moving. And then my main menu. So on my main menu page, we're going to make some waypoints, so make some known locations by selecting our mark button. So I'm going to toggle, this remember is my toggle, over twice to mark and hit enter. So I just depressed that toggle button. Now, when I hit enter, it auto-fills in my next waypoint number. So I would be waypoint 002. I would write that down, waypoint 002, which I'm not going to do because I'm holding my camera with my right hand. I'm also going to put in my latitude and my longitude. So my latitude and my longitude are also written right on my waypoint. So I'll switch hands here. This would be waypoint 002. Great handwriting, Miss Cooke. And my latitude is 42 degrees. I have 04 minutes and 45.5 seconds. So that's my north. And then I have 078 degrees, 26 minutes, and 08.5 seconds west. So that is my longitude. I'm sorry, my longitude. I'm right. Now, if I were at the school and not wandering around some random park in Olean, I would also try and look around, get my bearings, and mark down, think, where I'm located on a map. To save it, we just hit enter again, and it saves it for us. So you're going to be doing that 3 times for 3 separate waypoints and get that filled out. So once you have 3 waypoints marked, so 3 separate latitudes and longitudes with the marks on the map, you're going to hand that map into me, but you're not done yet. Now you're going to practice finding other groups' waypoints. I'm going to collect them and randomize them and give you just random numbers for waypoints that you need to find. So let's figure out how to do that now. So just like before, we're going to start off on our main menu page. If you're ever not on the page you want, you're going to hit the page button. So that's my little X button on the top here on the side to scroll between. So my map right here, my compass, and then again back to my main menu page. So just by hitting this button on the side, I kind of cycle through those main pages. So from my main menu button here, I'm going to go down to find. So I was on satellite, I went down to find with my toggle, and I'm going to depress it to hit enter. We're going to want to find waypoints, which is already selected. Bing, we enter. And hey, I have 2 waypoints on here I'm going to find. I'm going to start by finding waypoint 1. For you, it might be different, who knows. Now this screen right here will tell you here's the latitude and longitude that you need to make it to. So you can copy it down right from this screen here, but if you miss it, there is another chance to make it up. And it tells you about how far it is. So right now I am about 8.39 kilometers away. It's going to be a bit of a walk, and it is to the northwest of here. When I hit go to, it pulls up, hey, this is the direction you need to head. This is where you need to go. So it's telling me I need to go from where I am right now out here to waypoint number 1. I'm going to hit this page button again so that it pulls up my compass. And my compass is going to try and point me where I need to go. However, my compass only works if I am walking. I mentioned this before. Your GPS doesn't know exactly where you are if you're not moving. So this is why when you're in a car and you're kind of just sitting at a traffic light, it might not know exactly where you are. It's not sure what's going on. So once I start walking, it starts getting a better idea, and I just kind of get it so that arrow is pointing me where to go. Ooh, ah. As I start approaching my waypoint, it'll eventually go bing, 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 bing. Let me know I'm close, and I can stop and say, oop, here I am. Now I'm not going to walk 8.3 miles because that's very far away, and all of my stuff is still sitting on that bench over there. So once you think you've made it to your waypoints for each one, you're going to mark an X on a nice new clean map so that you can say, yep, this is where I am, and we're going to compare it to the original map to see how close you were. I hope you now understand a little bit better how to mark and find waypoints, because you are going to have to do this all on your own, and I can't run around with 5 different groups. So I'm just going to show you a quick overview again of how from the main menu you can get to some of the important screens. So looking at my main menu right now, I can cycle over to mark to create a waypoint. I depress the button and it auto-fills in the number of my waypoint for me. So right now it's cycled into number 3. And again, the latitude and longitude of your location will be listed right there on the waypoint screen. I depress the toggle, bing, okay, and it makes it. If I wanted to then find a waypoint, I go down to find on my main menu, waypoints, and I select which waypoint I want to find. It will tell you the latitude and longitude of that waypoint, how far it is, and the general direction that you need to go. I can hit go to, and it takes me to a nice little map of it. This page button on the side allows me to cycle to my compass, where I can start walking to it, or I can cycle back to my main menu. If you ever need to just find the latitude and longitude of where you're standing, from the main menu, selecting satellite, that default selection, it will actually pull up your latitude and longitude, as well as letting you know which which satellites you're currently connected to and where they are in your sky.